Sup guys, this is HK here bringing you a review on the latest Bleach manga chapter. Chapter 656. So yeah, obviously I didn't do a review for this last week, mostly because One Piece wasn't available. I'm kind of like that. I like to read two mangas at the same time, if you will. But yeah, in terms of a recap from last week, what I thought of it, I liked it. I liked the beginning part when Byakuya just kind of goes crazy and he's like, nah, I ain't taking this crap, no talking, no nothing. He just strike down Gerald like he was nothing. Like, that's what his name is, isn't it? Gerald or Jarrad or whatever. The Miracle, basically, that's what I'm talking about. And yeah, I like that moment. I wish more characters would do that instead of sitting there sprouting on and shit and then power up whatever, just fucking go for it and kill them while you're at it. Obviously, it didn't do anything because, you know, we all knew the Miracle wouldn't die that easily and he turned into a giant-ass giant. But if you thought that, like, the next chapter was going to continue from that, it kind of doesn't really. We see he's gotten big and that and he's smashing things apart, but then we cut to Askin, and yeah, he's given Ichigo a bit of a backstory on, you know, the elites, if you will. We kind of already knew that Lillian was one of the first ones, one of the first Stahlreifers or whatever, or I guess it's kind of the term for the elites maybe that they use, and how he was the leader of the elites, and that, you know, Johann Bach, as I like to call him, that's what his name is, Johann Bach or something, and he gave him a bit of his power to him, so he's kind of like, that kind of explains why the dude wasn't more and hard to kill. But yeah, we also find out that Lillian is being defeated, so he's kind of out of the picture now. Obviously Kira is barbecuing his fried ass, so we've only got Askin and Gerald left, and we kind of get a bit backstory on Gerald and Pranita. You know, we kind of, you know, he explains how there were rumours on their true identities, how Pranita was the left arm of the Soul King, which we already knew. But we also find out that the Miracle is or as you will, the rumours are suggesting it, that he's the Spirit King's heart. So that kind of makes me wonder then if all the elites are part of the Spirit King, or they have bits of the Spirit King, or they always had, or they always were parts of the Spirit King. Which makes me wonder what Johann Buck is then. Maybe he's the eyes of the Spirit King, because, you know, you can see the future or whatever, so I don't know, that makes me wonder that. That's just kind of the first half of the chapter. The second half is, you know, like I guessed it, Orihime and Chad coming to save Ichigo because he's been defeated. He's on the floor there, he's not moving at all, he's just like, I don't know what's happened to him. I think kind of the same thing that happened to Grimjow, it's happened to Ichigo. And those two come in trying to attack him, and Aisuke just kind of jumps out of the way when Chad comes in for the big mighty blow. And they get caught in this kind of circular shadow. I don't know what it is, it's a pool or whatever, I don't know. And Orihime and Chad, they start to collapse as well, and Askin comes in and basically explains that they've been poisoned, that he's using reishi to poison their bodies, and he talks about how he has to eat the material that he wants to use to make people overdose on it. So like if he wants to kill someone with lots of blood, he has to drink lots of blood himself. It's very weird. It's a very weird kind of power. It's hard to explain what is really going on about. It kind of sounds like I don't know, it kind of sounds like an anti-vampire or something. It's weird. But yeah, basically Orihime and Chad and Ichigo are out of the game. They're getting owned basically, and you know, he's just keeping them there still until he can recover, because he makes a joke about how he's been drinking lots of latte coffee and he needs to, you know, let that sink in a bit before he can do whatever he wants to do that will require for him to get rid of them. We have a surprise guest appearance from Yoroichi, who appears, you know, not landing on the ground but like kind of hanging off her legs from above, and Asuka just kind of gets annoyed when she makes a remark about why he just doesn't strangle the three of them while they're there like that, and he takes offense of that and attacks her, and Ryuichi is dodging all of his attacks. He gets his little bow thing out, which is pretty awesome actually, the kind of design, and tries throwing it off at her, and she's dodging the attacks, grabbing an arrow, uses that arrow, throws it back at him, Aisuke goes flying, and then she powers up into a new super form, which is Thunder God mode, if you will, which is weird, you know. I thought the chapter was referring to Gerald, but no, it's referring to her, and she's got this new mode where, like, it's just weird to explain. Like, it's got this like circular arch that appears over her shoulders. It kind of looks similar to what was his name? Anil Enel from One Piece, you know, the electric dude, kind of feels like that. That's what it feels like in terms of the design. Here, you've only got the circle bobs. So yeah, she's powering up like that, and she throws like a massive blast at Askin, who gets caught in it, and he's like super surprised as well. And the chapter ends with a giant S explosion and him caught in it. So, and that's pretty much the gist of the chapter. Ichigo has been owned, Chad and Orihime have been owned, Grimjow has been owned. We don't know what's happened to Grimjow. We don't know what's happened to Nail. We don't know where she is. We now know that Gerald is the heart of the Soul King. Makes you wonder what Askin and Wyrak are. And I imagine that next chapter we're just going to get the fight with Askin and Dad. So that's going to be good. But jumping into that, which means we're also probably going to be jumping to Ichigo and how he's going to recover. And they're probably going to back up Yoruichi. Yoruichi's just going to take him out, because it seems like it's going to be a pretty easy fight. But then this is Askin, who comes across as very weak, but then he's not weak. He surprised us. He's already taken out a lot of powerful characters. So I imagine this fight isn't going to be all that easy. I'm more curious how the miracle is going to be dealt with, but I guess that's going to be the last Stern Reiter, you know, enemy that we're going to face towards the end. So we're going to focus. I think what this is going to focus on Askin, and when he's taken out, we're going to jump back to the others, or maybe this is going to be a simultaneous fight where it's going to cut him back and forth between the miracle and him. But yeah, overall decent chapter. I'm glad that we're back with Ichigo. I'm surprised that Yoruichi is in this and that she's taking like full fun, because we haven't seen her fight any of the Sternreiters, have we? I don't even remember. I mean, so it's nice that she's getting a bit of action, so it should be good. Hopefully it will be good. Hopefully all of this will be done very quickly, because, you know, I really want to get to that final fight now. I wanna see what Aizen is up to. Seriously, man, that dude's still in the chair, isn't he? Like, come on, get out of that chair. Let's get to that final fight. It looks like it's going at a steadily pace now, these fights. So I'm hoping that's what happens, that we get cut back and forth between the fights, because at least then it'll be a bit more refreshing and entertaining, instead of just focusing on one fight one at a time. Like, let's just get what every character's doing. But yeah, overall decent chapter, not bad. Can't wait for next week. Hope you like that. Like, subscribe, whatever, as usual. I shall see you when I shall see you. Take care and bye.